Hi guys, it's me again. I changed my top because I'm sneaky, but now I'm realizing black probably wasn't the best for the pups. But me and Harley are going to tell you guys what I'm planning to read this month. I've got to make this quick because I've got to head off to work, but I thought I would just show you some of the books that I'm planning on reading. Some of these I know a little bit about, some of them I know nothing about, and I don't want to read the synopsis because I don't want to ruin it for myself because I'm just about to read them. But I'll just jump straight in. So cute. First, I want to read The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. The audiobook is on Scribd, so I should be able to get this one done. But I read The Raven Boys last month, as you would see of my video, my wrap up. It's just nice. It's just a magical, spooky read. It's good for October, so I want to read that, and I'm loving anything with witches right now, so that's why I'm going to read this one. Also, I should tell you, I'm currently halfway or nearly halfway through Imaginary Friend by Stephen Chbosky. This book is so good. It's fantastic, but it's not scary. Like, I don't know if that's just because I read a lot of horror, but all of these people hyping it up like it's so scary. I haven't found it scary at all. There's been one part where I was like, oh, that's a bit creepy, but I was home alone. It was the middle of the night and I was reading it, so I mean, things are supposed to be creepy then. I'm not scared, but I am thoroughly enjoying this, and I was kindly sent this ARC, which I love because it actually says Imaginary Friend on the front. You probably can't see it, but I love this ARC. Yeah, so I'm really happy to have this. It came with a map. I don't know if I've got the map. I don't have the map here, but it came with this cool map and stuff. It was a great package. So yeah, Imaginary Friend, I'm reading that now. It is about a little boy who goes missing in the woods for 6 days, can't remember anything, comes back, and he has an imaginary friend who's telling him things. He shouldn't know all these things that he knows, and everyone's curious how he knows them. But yeah, that's what I'm currently reading. I'm also currently reading and halfway through The World That We Knew by Alice Hoffman. Now, I think I was halfway through this last time we spoke, but I just don't want it to finish. I don't want to finish it. Like, it's so beautiful. So this is World War II historical magical realism fiction. About a girl who gets separated from her mother, and her mother creates a golem. So I decided I can tell you that because it's written on the back. So her mother creates a golem, like a magical creature to watch over her, and it's just about what's happening as she's escaping the Nazis. It's really good. I really enjoyed reading this, and my nonfiction last month, Madame Foucault's Secret War, because that was about the Nazi occupation in France, and then this was escaping the Nazis, and I don't know, it was nice to read the two at once. It was a nice contrast. I feel like I'm talking really fast. I'll try and slow it down. Then I want to read Girl, Woman, Other. I bought this from Dimmicks the other day because Simon Savidge makes me buy all of the books all of the time. So this, I haven't read the synopsis. I read Simon's review last week or the week before, and it sounded amazing. So I picked it up, don't want to read the synopsis, don't want to ruin it for myself. It's the next on my man book, a long list, short list, whatever I'm doing. I've read 3 now, and I just finished the Testaments, and I'm only allowed to buy another one when I finish a book, but I bought this early. But that's okay. Simon Savidge made me do it, so that's fine. And then I also purchased City of Girls by Elizabeth Gilbert. Now, this book I really, really want to read because I'm pretty sure it's historical fiction set around a war, but I'm not 100% sure. The audiobook from my library, I should have access to that on the 16th this month, so I'm going to read and listen at the same time, which is my favourite thing to do. So there's that I'll be reading too. Then Scribe Publishing, I won a copy of The Near and the Far Volume 2. Now this, I remember thinking it sounded really, so it's Australian, I think it's short stories, but I think it's also non-fiction as far as I'm aware. No, it might be fiction. Actually, I think it's fiction, but it sounds amazing. I love short story collections, so I will read this and I will let you guys know in my wrap up what I think of this, but I won this in a giveaway. So I'm really excited about that. Now, probably the single most exciting book for this month, although I have seen mixed reviews, Hachette Australia sent me Full Throttle by Joe Hill. I nearly screamed. I requested it and I didn't think they would send it to me. I saw it on Joanne's Instagram. Now, she didn't love every story in here, but it has In the Tall Grass, and I have wanted to read In the Tall Grass, which is a short story with Stephen King for forever, and I kept putting it off because for whatever reason I read his long books and I never read his short books. Like, I haven't read Gwendy's Button Box, I haven't read Elevation, and they're only like 100 pages long, yet I've read The Stand, and I've read It, and all of his 500 plus page books and all of his 1,000 plus page books I've read. But I don't know, that's just me, I'm just weird. But yeah, so In the Tall Grass I desperately want to read, which is the last one in this what would you call it? Anthology? Thank you. No, short story collection. What was cool is when it first arrived, I opened it up. I had to go to work that day, but I opened it up and I started reading the introduction, and it's actually a letter to Stephen King. And for those of you who don't know, I don't know if there'd be many of you anymore, Joe Hill is Stephen King's son. So I've read almost all of his books except Nosferatu, which I desperately want to read because everyone says it's their favourite. But I loved Heart-Shaped Box. I loved his first book. I loved it so much. So yes, Joe Hill is Stephen King's son. He's also releasing books. So every year I get a King and a Hill, and it's great. Then this book showed up on my door. I'd ordered it from Book Depository. Didn't remember ordering it. It's called Blacklight by Kingsley King Parsons. And this is a short story collection of what sounds like super weird and creepy stories. And I know that I've seen this talked about on someone's channel, obviously, and ordered it right then, being like, that sounds fantastic. Can't remember who, can't remember why, but I read the synopsis of this last week. And it sounds like there is just constant praise for this, and it sounds really good. And I love the covers that are like, I know you can't, obviously you don't have field of vision, but it's like that, I don't know, it's different from the paper. Yeah, so I want to read that because it just showed up, and I know I ordered it, but I can't remember when. It was like a surprise present to myself, but I really want to read that. It sounds great. And then finally, Tabitha Bird reached out to me. I think I've hauled this in a video. She sent me A Lifetime of Impossible Days. Now, I know this is a magical realism historical fiction, which is fast becoming my favorite genre. So I think once I finish The World We Knew, I'll pick this up to sort of quench my thirst for that sort of genre. But the script has the audiobook, so I'll listen and read along as I do. But this cover is beautiful, and Tabitha was so lovely when she sent this out to me. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Yeah, so that's my haul, a short, quick one. Yeah,